안녕하세요. 오늘 익쇼 13화 또 귀중한 손님 두 분을 모셔왔고요. 오늘도 되게 새로운 대학교에서 오신 두 분을 모셔왔습니다. 그 미국의 이제 미주리주에서 오신 이제 두 학생이고요. 저희 서강대와는 되게 긴 역사를 가진 예수의 협정교입니다. 오늘 또 이 두 분과 함께 세인루이스 대학교에 대해서 좀 얘기를 좀 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Could you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Claire Skelly. I'm a second-year student at St. Louis University, and I'm a double major in forensic science and criminology and criminal justice with a minor in Asian studies.
Great.
And then I'm Cordelia Llewellyn. I'm also a second year at St. Louis University. I am a biology major with a studio art minor.
Well, thank you for coming up to the show to talk about your university and your city. So how's everything? Do you
It was really good.
Yeah.
find it friendly here?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
A lot more friendly than kind of I was expecting. I was a little bit scared of like being too strict here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So is this your first time in Korea
Yes.
for both?
Yeah.
So are you both staying in Gonzaga?
Yes, yeah.
She's my neighbor.
Yeah, we're not roommates, but we live right across the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So in Gonzaga Hall, everything good?
Yeah, like rules were unexpected because back home it's less.
Yeah.
I don't want to say strict, but it's less strict. We don't
I
have a
know.
curfew,
Yeah.
and so that was interesting.
There are
But
rules.
it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I used to live in the Gonzaga Hall
Oh.
when I was a
Oh.
student.
Yeah.
Back in, long time ago.
Last year.
Last year?
Last decade. Right. So let's talk about your home university. I mean the city. So it's St. Louis.
Mhm.
St. Louis could not be familiar to the Korean people, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah.
So how would you describe the city of St. Louis?
It's definitely like a Midwest, like that area, because it's not as like popular. Like people kind of imagine like a city as like Chicago or like New York City, LA. It's a little more relaxed,
Mhm.
but it is a big city compared to like
Yeah.
where I'm from. And
where
there's-
are you from again?
I'm from Lawrence, Kansas.
Oh yeah. Orange.
Yeah, I grew up in the city because I'm from Chicago. So when I got to St. Louis, it's different than what I was expecting because you do expect when people put the name city,
Mhm.
you're like, oh, it's going to be big and popular and bustling. But it honestly isn't. St. Louis is kind of broken up into areas. So where St. Louis University is, it's Midtown. And then there's downtown. And then there's two others that I don't know the name of. So Midtown is more like the arts district. So there's museums and like forests and cultural areas that you can go visit. And then downtown is like just a train station away. And that's more
That's
populated.
like yeah,
And-
and that's kind of the like city feel. Like you see
Yeah.
like the big buildings and like businesses, offices and stuff like that.
So the city is pretty big,
Yeah.
and you can see the different aspects of the city
Yes.
Yeah.
divided by the regions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely feels more spread out than especially Seoul. Everything is so condensed
Oh,
here.
Yeah.
But there it's like it's a lot of stuff in a wide area.
Mhm.
Like depending on what you want to do for the day, you could just go to that specific area. If you want like more food, there's like a specific area that's just like a row of restaurants. And then if you want a museum, stay in Forest Park area
Yeah.
and the town.
Oh, great. Yeah. I read it somewhere. The city itself, the St. Louis city, it's still one of the biggest cities in Midwest region.
Yeah,
Maybe top 3, top 4.
Definitely, I
probably
think.
for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel that way.
I was
though.
gonna say
Yeah.
it doesn't feel that way.
Mhm.
Like I think there's 3 million in the city,
Oh.
3 million people. I
That's a
think
lot.
so, because there's the different areas, and there's St. Louis County, and then there's like suburb areas that surround it. So I don't know if that combines it all. But 3 million people is a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
That's
And
a
like
lot.
I come from a place with like 90,000 maybe.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be like crazy and like, oh my gosh, people everywhere. But it doesn't feel too like intimidating or scary in that way.
When I asked you for a landmark of the city, we just put up the
Yeah.
this arch.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to mention about the arch?
It is considered a national park,
Mm.
which many people argue about. They're like, this isn't
Yeah,
really
it's like
not that distinct. Like,
No.
but it's cool because you can go up it,
Yeah.
and there's a good view, and it's just like a fun tourist thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone should go see it at least once. Yeah.
it's very big.
Huge.
We were talking about this earlier. It's the distance between the two ends at the bottom is the same distance as it is tall. Yeah, which is when you think about that right next to it, it's like, whoa, this is huge.
Yeah. So you were saying you can, go up
Yes.
to the top of the
Yeah. So
thing.
if it was if it was a clearer picture, there's like 4 windows on each side at the very, very top.
Yeah.
And you start, like you go underneath in this building at the bottom, and then you get in a little elevator, and it's like a sphere, and then it takes you directly all the way to the top, and it's very weird because it's like split down the middle, so you only get to like look out one side, but on like facing this way is the Mississippi River, and then there's also like ferries you can go on, and they take you down the Mississippi River and like explain, because the Mississippi River separates Illinois from Missouri, and so you can see the Illinois side compared to the city of St. Louis. And then there's also a helicopter ride you can go on if you want. They take you around like the city.
Wow.
Yeah, and then so it's very interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the arch from the outside,
Mhm.
you can't even imagine
No,
there's
yeah,
an elevator
it's-
in there.
Yeah, I know. We
crazy.
didn't even know. And then there's also a museum.
Underneath.
Yeah, in that building,
Yeah.
you can buy your ticket to go up, and then you can also go and view a museum.
That's crazy. 믿기세요? 안에 엘리베이터 있대요. Sometimes I just break the fourth wall. That's Yeah, I think I read it somewhere. The historical value of St. Louis is it for being the first city for the American settlers to expand its territory to the Midwest.
Yeah.
So all the expansion started with St. Louis at first.
And St. Louis University is actually the first university.
Past the
West.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We were founded in 1818, and so we're like the very first university.
Wow. Okay. Let's talk about your university. So, could you talk more about your university, the campus, or like what's around the campus?
The campus is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's very small, and it's like decently flat, especially compared to here. And they do such a good job at like keeping the plants growing, trimming the trees and stuff. And everything is very close together. So like we have many different dorms. They aren't in a line, but they're all on campus with the like classrooms, which is very nice.
With the exception of one dorm, which I lived in last semester, Reiner. That one is a little off campus.
How off campus is
It's like
Oh, no.
2 minutes away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's
it's
very
not.
close. It's very
close.
Yeah.
But compared to everything else being so condensed on campus,
Oh.
it's like here's campus and then Reinar is here, which is like odd looking.
Yeah.
But it's not bad at
It's
all.
not bad at all.
Yeah.
And how long would you say it would take if you
Oh,
go
from one-
across from the campus to the other side?
Okay, it's kind of interesting because campus like kind of stops at a certain point, but then it continues.
Yeah, I
There's,
think
like,
there's like
a
a
road.
street
Yeah.
that
Yes.
divides the campus.
Grand.
Is it Grand?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
grand.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I would say, okay, I'd say 10 minutes from one side to Grand, and then 10 minutes from Grand.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you want to go like, if this is Grand, a lot of campus is on this side of Grand.
Yeah.
So that is like 10 minutes going this way. And then this side, there's quite a few buildings, but there's also a lot of like grassy areas. So it's not as populated, but then that would be another 10 minutes.
And it kind of depends on what your major is, because to the right side of Grand is more biology, STEM. It's chemistry, biology,
Like science,
health,
engineering.
Yeah. And then the other side is more like your liberal arts, so English and a lot of my forensic science classes.
And we have like our business school on that side, the east side of Grand. Yeah.
And then we also have another campus, which you take the shuttle or the bus to get to, and that's South Campus, and that's where like your PAs,
like
and PTs,
nursing and like medical students, not like
People who save lives.
yeah.
Oh. So you have 2 campuses?
Yeah, it's like if you're taking nursing classes, then all of your classes will be on the South Campus. And like I'm taking biology classes, I have no classes over there. So it's not like you'll have like, oh my gosh, I have to run and then run back and then run.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
So in general, for most of the Sogang students, because we don't have nursing and medical school,
They would not.
they would end up in
in the main
most likely
North
in the main
Campus.
North
Yeah.
Campus.
The only reason they go to South Campus is there's like a cafeteria kind of where I work.
It's
Yes,
good.
Fresh Gatherings.
Yeah.
It's so good. So Fresh Gatherings is in one of the buildings on South Campus, and it's a bakery, like a kitchen, and then there's also barista, so you can get coffee. It's like a cafe. So they split it up.
And they have some like interesting flavors. Like for lunch one time, good. Like I had like bacon maple pancakes.
Yeah.
I was like, this is so good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
So still, even if you don't have class there, it's
You can
still
still
worth
go.
going
Yes.
for food.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
and it's just beautiful. Everything, the nature is so beautiful, even being in the city. So.
So let's stick to the north.
Yes.
So how is the neighborhood? Like, is it urban, residential area?
If you go like on the very west end of campus, that becomes more like beautiful old houses, like for families and stuff. But there's a lot of like different types of neighborhoods around campus. And a lot of people are like worried about safety and stuff there, but I don't feel any different here than I do there. Like you just have to be smart looking around, and if you see someone, don't go up and be like crazy towards them. Like just mind your business and like go your own way. I've never felt unsafe in a situation.
And if it's late at night, just stick with other people, and you'll be okay. You'll be fine.
With friends. Be smart.
Yeah, because the campus itself is completely safe. Like,
Yeah.
you have to scan in everywhere. Everything is like locked. Like you don't have to be worried about anything. And off campus, you're fine because you're usually going to like dinner or lunch or something. So you're with people and you're in an area, so it's not it's safe.
And we have like Department of Public Safety officers, which are not police officers, but they're there to make you
The
make it
next best
safer.
thing.
Yeah. And so like they can help like in any kind of situation. You need a ride, a medical emergency. They can help you.
So you can just reach out to them
Yeah, yeah.
when you need.
Oh, I've done it before.
Yeah,
I was
all the
on one
time.
end of campus and I just wanted to go back to my dorm, and they came and picked me up and dropped me off.
No way.
Yeah.
And they didn't charge you?
No
No.
charging.
No.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
It's nice. Don't abuse it.
Yeah.
They're there
I was
to help.
gonna ask,
They're
can
not
you do it
Uber.
every day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Great. And the campus, how far would you say it is to the downtown St. Louis?
Okay, 15 minutes
15 minutes?
Yeah.
by train.
By train.
We're right next to the train station, so
By train, you mean like a subway?
Like a subway.
Wow.
It's like
yeah, subway.
it's we call it the metro.
Yeah,
And it's like a subway except it's above ground.
Mhm.
right.
So
So that's why it's a train.
Yeah.
Not a-
Yeah.
okay.
not a-
Makes sense,
only because it's
makes
above
sense.
ground. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
because it's
But
above.
it's 15 minutes, I would
Oh.
say.
Yeah. Which is not too bad.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's just fun because you can see everything outside too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super like spacious.
Mm.
Like I know in Seoul, it's
Yeah.
very jam packed.
Yeah.
It's not like that in St. Louis. It's very spacious. It only gets crowded if there's a baseball game going, because we have a famous baseball league, the Cardinals, and you can see it's close by. So only on game days is it
It's-
crowded.
Yeah, I mean, usually, I don't know why, but the Jesuit sports teams are
Yeah.
doing really great,
Yeah.
especially in basketball. Don't know why.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Gonzaga University, they're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Loyola Chicago,
Loyal-
they're
Yeah.
Mhm,
they're
mhm.
also really good in basketball.
Yeah, I
Mm.
think they're a part of our division. I think Loyola
Yes.
Chicago is a part of
I think
our.
so.
We
Yeah.
compete against them,
Oh,
and St. Louis University is part of the NCAA
yeah,
D1,
yeah.
so Division 1 in 18 sports.
Wow,
Yeah. And
pretty good.
Yeah.
We're pretty good.
our
Yeah.
women's basketball team, we won nationals last year,
Last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
which is very good. And then I think volleyball too.
We did pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh.
our
Shout out to SLU.
yeah,
team.
SLU.
Shout out to
Yeah.
SLU.
Our varsity League of Legends esports team
Oh my god.
also got first place in nationals.
Yeah. Wow.
So
It's amazing.
And we're also one of the best in chess. So if you
Yeah.
ever go to St. Louis or St. Louis in general, they have a lot of like chess memorial memorabilia.
yeah, there's a chess museum
Yeah.
that's very interesting from a historical
Yeah.
standpoint too, even if you don't like chess.
Yeah.
And then on campus we have a chess
Practice room.
practice. Yeah.
But it's exclusive. You cannot go in it unless you're part of the chess team.
So you
Yeah.
have to be smart.
Yeah.
yeah. One of my friends is he's a grandmaster,
Yeah.
so
Wow.
he's like
Is it?
really into yeah. So if you're into that, you can try out. Yeah.
Great. I mean, it's funny how compared to other American universities,
Mm.
SLU is a bit small, not small, like mid-sized.
It's mid-sized.
university.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think your population is almost the same as that of Sogang,
Mm.
actually.
13,000.
12,000. Ours is at 12,000.
Yeah.
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 So
we're
just a
the
little.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have all these different sports
So
teams.
many.
There's tons to do.
So many sports,
Tons.
so many
Crazy.
clubs.
Yeah.
And then if you decide to stay, then you'll have to pay a fee. But to try it out, you don't have to pay.
My freshman year, I was on the crew team, which is rowing.
Yeah.
And I've never done that before. And I did it for one semester, and then I was like, oh, I want to try something else. So you could just test it out, see if you want to
Wow.
stick with it, and then do whatever you want after.
Great. So that's about the campus of SLU. Do you have anything, any fun facts about your university?
Our mascot is very unique.
Yeah.
So we're the Billikens, and it's a made-up thing.
Yeah, like a
Pelican?
billiken.
Billiken.
It's
with
like a
B, yeah.
mythical creature,
Mhm.
and it's supposed to bring you good luck.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then it means like it represents like things ought to be how they are.
Yeah, like
Like-
there's
Things as they ought to be. That's what it is.
things as they
That's,
ought to be.
that's what it is. I wrote it down. Yeah. I was like, I know I'm gonna forget how to say it. Yeah. But it's just good luck. But some people find it creepy.
I think it's cute. I think it's very cute.
It got better over the years. They changed the way it looks.
I disagree.
You like
Because
it?
they have like different.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
This is the
it.
current
That's
one.
Yes,
That's
this
the
is the
current
current.
one. I think it looks scary. Like it's too like
I don't- The
like
other ones are kind of ugly. though.
devilly. And we have a statue on campus. I think it looks like a little like Buddha baby, like
Yeah.
chubby and like
Yeah,
bringing good luck.
yeah. I think people like
You
touch it
if you
for
like
good luck.
rub its belly.
Yeah,
Let's
Look it up.
Yeah.
just-
it's so interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
See, that's
That's
creepy.
creepy, but like the
So
This
this one
is
is
what it
new
used to be.
No, that's the
Oh, it's
old
the
one.
one.
That's old
Old.
one. That's old one.
That's creepy.
Yeah. It's,
That one.
This one is
That's
so.
That's not what it is. That's not what it is.
It's but that's not like they're both bad. I think
They're both
that's
bad.
horrible. But the statue.
Oh, right there.
The
No.
statue on the
Right there.
that one.
No.
That's cute.
And it exists.
Yes.
This is it. Oh, they moved
It's
it.
in
Yeah,
a
they moved
different.
it.
Yeah. Today it's in a different location, but that's
Uh-huh.
what it looks like.
And people will rub it during like midterms or finals.
그게?
That's what I'm saying. What is this?
But it's on its belly. You can see the color is lighter, and so you.
Well, it's got 5 toes,
Five toes. I know
Yeah.
it looks like so many. But if you rub its belly, it's good luck.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's one of the Oriental
Mm.
myths
Mm.
that when you enter the temple
Yeah.
or shrine,
Ah,
if you like touch the statue at the entrance, that will give you the luck.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but
Yeah.
your mascot, it is something.
Unique.
It's
Yeah,
unique.
unique.
Nobody
Yeah.
else has it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's
it's
I like it.
I
think
like
it's cool.
it. I do too. And you can do this with your fingers, and like
Actually, never done this.
this
before.
is the little ear like horns,
Ah.
and then this is the
Oh.
shape of its head.
Wow.
Could you do it at the camera? Any other fun facts? I mean, it's fun. It's fun enough.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just
Oh,
if you have.
I have one. There's a hall. Yes, Duberg Hall.
Yeah.
It's and it's Duberg.
Duberg.
Yes, it's based. The Exorcist, the horror movie, was based on
It is.
on that building on
It's-
campus.
It's very
No.
cool. I love old buildings.
Yeah.
It's so old, and like
The
the
stairs,
stairs
are
like you can
tilted.
see how the wood in the stairs has come away because people are walking it so much, and it's like crooked.
Oh,
it's
it's
so
so-
cool, but also like
It's cool.
it's
Creepy.
creepy.
Yeah.
as
You can
well.
tell it's like
'Cause-
something's off.
Even if you believe in ghosts or not,
Yeah.
it's like you can tell that something is like
Yeah, but a lot of clubs will host because there's like it's got big rooms, so a lot of clubs will host events
Yeah.
in the rooms. And like I'm a part of the forensic science club, and so we like creepy stuff. And so we did our Halloween theme party was based off of the Exorcist, like Duberg Hall stuff. Yeah,
That's so scary.
yeah. But it's like there's stuff in that building, like in the honors program. That's where your honors program office is. So you have to go there.
Yeah, you
sometimes.
have to go,
Sometimes
like-
you have to go there.
and like talking
It's
to your
inevitable.
like academic advisor.
Yeah.
It's in the building.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go once at least.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah.
Seems old. Antique.
Yeah.
But it looks nice. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
think
It
that
looks pretty.
it's haunted. There's a
That's
church.
St. Xavier Church.
Which one?
That one.
Yep.
That one. It's beautiful.
The inside especially.
It's so
It's on your
beautiful.
campus?
It's on our
Yes.
campus
Wow.
because we're a Catholic Jesuit campus,
Yeah.
and so they have mass there. It's just gorgeous on the inside too.
It's beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
and that's just on campus.
Yeah, there it is in the corner.
And this street is grand.
Oh,
That
this street.
cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how you have all these beautiful antique buildings,
Mm.
and then Billiken. That face walking around the campus. That's so funny.
Not everything can be gorgeous.
No.
Yeah.
Gotta have our quirks.
It's gonna match. Right. So the next part is, so what are the things that Sogang students should know, should prepare before, going to SLU? The weather, or
I think the weather is similar to here.
Mhm.
We don't have a rainy season, and if you go like in the September time for our fall semester,
Mhm.
it can be really hot. Like, I think we got into like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's like, it's so
it's way
hot.
too hot.
And
Yeah.
it's humid.
It's
So
so
it adds on to
humid.
it?
Mhm.
It's so humid.
So
It's like
your hair, I don't know how most people's works,
maybe
but
yeah.
mine at least goes to like here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Korean hair maybe it'll
Maybe
stay
it'll be fine.
less, but my hair usually is fine.
Yeah. No, mine is
Yeah.
horrible.
But in the fall it's so pretty because we have so many different kinds of trees that turn like red and yellow. And then in the winter when it snows it's so pretty.
Mhm.
It doesn't snow that much,
No, it doesn't,
which is
like,
nice. It does not. It's
I
mostly
like
ice.
the snow,
I like it too. Yeah.
but we
I'm
get like maybe this much.
Yeah, not that much. We have all 4 seasons,
Mhm.
but it's kind of wishy-washy. Like it's
Mhm.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one day it'll be sunny, one day. It'll...
Yeah, there's like a saying like, well, that's Midwest weather. Or I'm from Kansas. It's similar weather,
Yeah, yeah,
Kansas
yeah.
and
Yeah, yeah.
Missouri. And so we say, oh, it's Kansas weather. It's Midwest weather because it can be like, I think last week it was like 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it was like 30 degrees Fahrenheit the next,
Yeah.
like 2
so
days
it's
later.
very
It can go from one to the other very fast.
That's a good tip.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you probably need to bring all four
Four
season
season
clothes.
clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
We also have clubs. So we do have AAA, which is the Asian American Association,
Mhm.
and we also have KSA,
Korean
Yeah.
Korean Student
Student
Association.
Association.
So there is some community on campus.
Mm.
There's also a lot of Korean students, I think.
A lot.
Oh,
That
yeah.
are there.
Actually, yes.
Like a lot of like
Like full-time student.
full-time
Full-time.
Korean students, like people who were born in America and are Korean, but also I think we have some who are from
Yep.
Korea and then
Mhm.
moved to America.
Oh.
And so there's very good community in that sense. And then around like Chuseok time in the big park that's near us, they have like a Chuseok festival,
Mhm.
which I think is kind of new, but it's not associated with SLU, but St. Louis.
Mhm.
But they're getting to work on that, and like you can eat food and like hanbok and stuff. I think it's very recent.
Yeah.
It's called Gateway Korea,
Mm.
and so like that's St. Louis's Korean group. Yeah.
Great. So yeah, weather could be icky. Weather
Yeah.
could be some problem, but there's a Korean association, Asian
Mhm.
American association,
Mhm.
where they welcome the Korean
Very,
students.
very welcome. They'll welcome everybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, great. So next part is the fun part. I mean, it's been fun, but more fun.
More fun.
Part where we,
Mm.
put up the photos you
Mm.
uploaded, and you just need to. I just want you to make comments on
Mhm.
the pictures.
Okay, this is my freshman dorm. This was my view. And
Is it a sunset or sunrise?
sunrise.
Sunrise. Oh.
Where did you live?
I lived in Spring. Yeah. So I'm in the honors program. So
Mm.
this is kind of irrelevant, but you can you can live
Oh,
in a
it's a-
living
it's a-
community.
It's
And so-
irrelevant, but important.
Yeah. So I got a single. I didn't have a roommate my
Wow.
freshman year. Yeah.
And in
So
spring.
this was my entire room to myself, and Spring is the newest building, or the
Yeah,
newest, and so it's very, very nice, and that's my view, and you can see the arch.
Where?
Yeah.
Ah, here.
Yeah.
Small parts. Yeah.
So I could see the arch, half of it at least, and then right there is Reinert. That's Reinert. Ooh, is it? Yes. Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, right? Because that's the Circle K. Yeah. So
Mhm.
that's
This close?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Is it on
It's
campus
like
or just?
so
Well,
the
I
way
mean-
it is there's our main campus, Circle K, and then Reinhardt. So it's not a part of our campus, but if you want to, you can go very
Just
close.
right across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
And then there's also a Chipotle, which is
Chipotle,
Mexican
it's like
food.
Mexican
Yeah.
burrito. bowl.
And then there's
Starbucks. There's a Starbucks on
Right across the
campus,
street.
and there's also one across the street.
Mm.
And then
We have great food options actually.
Subway,
Subway's on here. Yeah.
Spice Market.
Spice.
That's like
food.
Indian food.
Oh.
Yeah.
So many options.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also boba tea on campus, which is
I
nice.
have not had
I
it.
have not had it. I don't think I want to have it.
I don't.
I don't trust it.
Yeah, I'm not a. I work at a boba shop, and I'm like,
Right,
I don't
right,
know
yeah.
about
Yeah. So this was my view. So it's pretty.
Good
Yeah,
door.
St. Louis is pretty. That was the main thing.
Okay.
St. Louis is pretty. So this is the Blues, which is St. Louis's hockey team,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm from Chicago, so we have the Blackhawks, and so is the Blues versus Blackhawks. So you can go see a game, and for really cheap, really cheap. Yeah, we ended up getting a skybox later. Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to find the Billiken.
No,
no,
this is St. Louis's.
Oh,
team.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's university team. No.
No.
Okay.
So yeah, there's sports. You can go see sports. This is the view from inside the arch.
The arch?
Yes.
Oh.
So
that's amazing.
that's the Capitol building, St. Louis's Capitol building. I
This
think.
one?
Yes.
I think, yeah.
Courthouse. It's Capitol building or courthouse, and then there's Busch Stadium.
Yeah.
That's our baseball team, like St. Louis's baseball team.
Wow.
So yeah, it's city. It's downtown. Yeah. we have animals all the time. Like, yeah, this was my main point, is that we have, I never noticed it here. They don't have it here. But we get service dogs and stuff. So
Service
during,
dogs?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like here, there's no dogs
There's
allowed
no.
on campus even, right?
right,
No, it is. It is.
It is
There's
allowed?
dog-
Oh, okay.
okay.
But they just.
But we
don't
get
do it.
lucky because they come on campus and you're allowed to pet them and like,
These are like our counseling center
Yeah.
has a lot of different dogs to help, like
Yeah.
emotional support.
Oh.
Yeah. so they come during test week. So
Yeah.
midterms and finals, and there's a bunch of them.
Wow.
There was a puppy one,
Ugh.
like I
Yeah,
don't want to say farm, but like there
There-
was a
no,
bunch
the-
of puppies, and you could just
Yeah.
go in and pet them all.
and we've had like goats
Oh
and
yeah,
like
there was a petting zoo one time.
different like farm animals.
There was chickens.
chickens, goats, sheep,
I think there was a pig,
pig.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
And you can pet them.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So during finals or midterms, you get a bunch of different, and then they also
I
have.
never pet a pig.
Oh yeah.
they
They squeal,
yeah.
but they're very good on like mental health.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it's-
there's also like they give you free ice cones,
snow cones.
snow cone,
Mhm.
like snow
Yeah.
cone. So and then sometimes there's food trucks. and-
Yeah, so we have a lot of religious opportunities on campus, but then we also have a lot of like mental health counseling opportunities that are not religious
Based,
affiliated
yeah.
at all. And so you have, I think, 10 free therapy counseling sessions, and I've utilized them. I think they're very helpful, and they have very many options that can suit your needs.
Yeah. So if you're homesick,
Homesick and anxious, scared,
Nervous,
anything,
Mhm.
it's very helpful.
They're always there to help.
yeah. So I just want to say that we have like opportunities.
Yes.
You can go
Yeah.
pet free animals.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh.
this is famous St. Louis.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's Ted Drew's, and it's frozen custard, and it's off campus. It's kind of far actually, but it's like a tiny shack kind of, and the line is like outrageous, but it's like 100 different flavors or something.
It's so good.
It's insane.
And it's
And
local.
It's cheap. It's local. It's very well known in St.
Mhm.
Louis.
Oh.
And sometimes if you go to like a meeting, just to like show up to a club or something,
Mhm.
they give this out. So this was me coming back with 4 containers.
And-
So it's worth waiting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so good. Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
so
It's
good.
so good. And it's huge. Like sometimes it's huge.
It's
It's
a
huge?
big amount.
Like this
like-
is free on campus. This is what they give away on
Ah.
campus.
but it's still like a
But
big amount for free.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh yeah. They were just like, go for it, and I just said okay, and I just took a bunch.
So what's it called?
Ted Drew's.
Ted
Drew's.
Drew's.
Yes.
Frozen custard.
Yeah, so it's not ice cream; it's custard. It's different.
It's like
it's
I don't think I tried
thicker.
I think the cream, the
Yeah,
heavy cream
'cause they
is
use-
higher content.
Yeah, it's thicker and more rich.
It's actually better than ice cream in my opinion.
I also agree.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then behind is our recreation center,
Mhm.
so that's where the gym is and stuff. Okay, so this is me and my friends. We have a big Indian population
Mhm.
on our campus, and so they host events a lot of the time. And this is Garba, so this is hosted during the fall semester. They also have like for AAA, they also do events. So I know they put on like a fashion show, and they do like
They have
performances, like
yeah.
dance performances.
They have a lot of like cultural events. I think the one that you're talking about is like you can dress up in like traditional outfits, and then you can do like a performance, dancing, singing, like some sort of like
performance.
something that relates to the culture
Yeah.
that you are representing.
So this was just to represent that you can find something to do on campus that relates back to your culture if you want, or make friends with someone from a new culture and go experience what they do.
Do they also give out food?
Yes, I think every
That's
event
what it-
gives out food.
It's
to be
like
honest.
it's yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
and it'll
matters.
be food from that culture, so you can try
that's
a bunch
amazing.
of
Indian
different.
food.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good, so good.
So good,
So good. And we have Forest Park, and I don't know if it's the largest, but it's one of the largest parks in the United States. It's bigger than Central Park in New York.
Wow.
Yeah, and everything in Forest Park is free. So the zoo is free. All the art museums are free. All of any other museums are free. And there's like fountains and stuff. Those are free.
It's beautiful.
So anything that's in Forest Park is
And there are
free.
penguins there.
So yeah, there's penguins in the zoo. But
So you get to
a,
see the penguins for free.
Yes, yes. But,
Oh my God,
And they have
that's-
like animals of all different
that's
things.
crazy.
But I know like some states or some cities they don't have a free zoo. So I just wanted to like make note. There's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
more stuff
And
to do.
It
it's
is something.
free, but it's also amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's a really good zoo.
yeah, they
Yeah.
take good care of their.
See, they got penguins there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how far is it from the campus?
Not far.
20-minute train.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's close.
Is it far?
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad. You can get pretty much anywhere from the train.
Mhm.
Yeah. And St. Louis, they give you a free bus pass. So you could take the bus for free. And the train is already free. You don't have to pay. So. And then this is South Campus. So this is just to show like the view and stuff. And this is during springtime. And so there's a fountain over there. And if you keep going, that's where Fresh Gatherings is. And that's where the bakery and the kitchen and what we were talking about earlier is.
Yeah. The cafeteria.
Yeah. But this is what it looks like on just a section of the campus during springtime. And I think that's it. I actually didn't even have that many photos, to be honest.
I know. I was like,
I was
oh, shoot.
searching and I was like, ooh.
So what's this?
This is the De Bourg Hall.
Again?
Yes, but I just think it's the sunsets and sunrises on campus are so beautiful. I think this is a sunrise. I was getting ready to go home on the Amtrak, which is like a really it's a cheap train that you can like take to Chicago or take to Kansas City, and it's not too long. And it's also on the Grand Boulevard, which is like in the middle of campus.
I can assume that from St. Louis you can get to everywhere through Amtrak.
You can. You have to transfer if you want to go anywhere farther than
Yeah.
like 5 hours. You have to transfer. But if you want to go to Chicago for a long weekend, you could for like
And it's
$25.
Yeah,
it's the
it's
cheapest.
really
$25 is the
How long would you say it would take
Chicago's
by train?
kind of long, to be honest, because I use the Amtrak to get home,
Oh.
and so Chicago's the very last stop, and there's always delays when you get right to Chicago. So the shortest I've done is 4.5 hours, and the longest
Not
is
bad.
7
That's
hours.
so cool. My trip to Kansas City is 6 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
The longest is 7
I
hours.
thought about
Oh.
8 or 9.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
4.5.
it just feels
4.5
kind of
is
long
fine.
because you've been sitting for a while.
Yeah,
so
and
it feels
I don't think there's good Wi-Fi.
a horrible Wi-Fi.
Mm.
I use data.
Yeah.
It's bad Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But it's a fun trip, like seeing the south
Yeah,
of the country.
Yeah. The Midwest is very flat, so it's not like Korea where you
Yeah.
see mountains and
You don't
stuff.
see mountains. It's
So there's actually like a phenomenon that your brain can get like loopy kind of if you see flat land for too long. So I don't know, maybe that's a thing that Korean students should be a little wary
that could
about.
be a thing. I've never
Yeah,
experienced it because I'm from the Midwest.
Yeah, same. So we're used
Guys
to
are
flat.
used to it.
Yeah,
But
I'm used to it.
apparently if you just look out and it's all flat, it could like trip up your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
No,
Sorry.
just it's so pretty. Like even being in the city. Okay.
What's that?
This is, I'm a part of Beyond All Reason, which is the all-female a cappella group on campus. And so this is us. We went out to the pumpkin patch and an apple orchard.
Wow.
And so it's just like a fun group. Yeah. It's like a bit of a drive. You'd have to drive there. But it's just fun, like going to a pumpkin patch and walking around, and like there's like actual fruit trees, which like you don't see really in the city.
Yeah.
And like you can pick them from the tree, and there's a lot of like fall style drinks and foods. It's very fun.
Yeah. Is this in the car?
It's like a tractor.
Oh.
So like they have like a farm tractor that pulls a trailer, and you go on that. So it's very bumpy, but it's like farmer style.
Yeah.
This is like true Midwestern.
It's
Like, if
very
you're from the Midwest, this is what you
is
do.
like what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's still fun.
Yeah.
And like just being outside. And then this is Oriflamme, which helps first year students, and they help anybody, but specifically this is on move-in day, and so we all wear neon orange shirts and help first-year students move into their dorm on campus. And so we wake up and get there at like 6 a.m. and then we're done at like 10 p.m. It's a long day, but it's very much worth it because you get to help so many people and meet so many people, and just like it helps you know campus better also.
Yeah.
And in the background, that is the primarily freshmen. I think it's only freshmen who live in that dorm, the Jesuit complex.
That's the dorm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
So
huge.
it's
13.
16.
Whoa.
It's
Floor?
16
Bigger
floors.
Wow.
And so it has, the tall one is 16 floors, and then they have 2 short ones on the side, which is maybe 4 or 5 floors.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so
Amazing.
it's different than like our dorm here because it goes like a boys' floor and then a girls' floor, and you can go anywhere and stuff like that. But it definitely, like, I think there are more like party lives, different than Korea, like going to the bar. Yeah. And so you have more dorm parties, and that's how you meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, again, this is also in the De Burgh Hall. It's one of the like big rooms that a lot of different things are hosted in. And so every year my choir hosts, we call it Aka Prom. So we dress up and we usually have a theme. So this theme was Midwest Princess based off of Chapel Roan. And so we dress up in a theme.
Are you in the picture?
Yeah. Do you see the girl in the pink hat in the front? I'm behind her.
Oh, that's you. Oh,
Yeah. But we dress up and we invite a bunch of different choirs from our school and also our neighboring school. And we dance and sing and just have fun. And there's food. Yeah.
And the event is exclusively for female students?
No. So my choir is only female students, but anybody can come and it's free. So even if you don't sing, you can just come to hang out.
Oh, okay.
And then this is Christmas time with the Billiken.
That's Billiken.
Yes. Every year we have like, it's called Christmas on the Quad because we have like this grassy area that called the Quad, and we have a bunch of different events there. So this was our, I think it's a vigil where we, is that the correct term?
Vigil?
Oh.
Religious.
I'm not either. But we stand in front of the Christmas tree with the lights off, and then we hold candles, and we have a priest come and say a prayer for Christmas, the New Year, and with the candles lighting, and then we have the Christmas tree lights turn on.
Big countdown.
It's a big countdown. It's very fun. There's so many activities. SLU is a religious school, and there's no pressure into like following a certain religion, which I think is very nice.
Yeah.
And like you can learn about many different religions, and it's very welcoming to all different kinds of people.
Same here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went to, I was a student here at Sogang. When I was a student, I didn't know we were founded by the Jesuits. Because no one told me.
Yeah. There's only 28 Jesuit schools in the United States.
Yeah.
And then, again, my choir, every semester we put on a concert, and it's just a fun time.
Yeah.
Our spring semester, we have our seniors do their senior solos, and it's very sweet, but very sad because they leave. Yeah. It's just a great community, and I think it just makes me like a lot of people on campus, you see so many of your friends all the time. Like there's this thing, and it's like you can't walk down West Pine, which is the street, without waving at someone you know. And it's just everyone is very like welcoming and very friendly.
Do you miss them?
Yeah. And I love singing. I was going to join a choir here, but it conflicted with my language class because it's at nighttime. Yeah, so it's okay. And then this is West Pine, the street that you walk down on campus during the fall. And it's very pretty. and you can see in the background it's the Slough Clock Tower, and we have different events that are held around there, and it's like the central location, like not physically the central location, but like in my mind when you think it's the clock tower. And there's a lot of really nice studying spots around there outside, and there's like a koi pond which is very peaceful. Yeah, it's just very beautiful. And
Right. So to move on to the
We're going.
next session. Finally, moving on.